Just one thing I wanted to report on this time is we had our first Economic Development Committee meeting on June 27th. The mayor had appointed myself, Tom Odell, and John Curley. It was asked who would like to be chairperson, and since I volunteered, I guess I'm it. So our first discussions were how often we would meet. It was felt that because of some of the early heavy lifting that we'll have to do, that we will meet monthly. The next meeting will be this month. We're still waiting to hear from Lyman in terms of when the Chamber of Commerce is available to meet. Did you get a date yet, Tom, or is that still to be determined?
I have not heard. However, to make things a little easier, the conflict that I initially had with one date appears to have gone away.
So stay tuned. We'll have a date for our next meeting, and we felt reaching out to the Chamber was a good first step. We will not be meeting in August, however, since we go on recess for the City Council. Tom Odell has agreed to spearhead the Northeastern study, which is going to do an assessment of all of our attributes that we can offer and things that we need to prepare ourselves for as we continue to do the rollout of the town center. We'll be doing future outreach to different stakeholders in the town center to be determined in what order, but we felt that having dialogue with the various landowner groups was important to be able to understand their needs and wants, as well as to facilitate any interest from developers and builders that may be knocking on the city's door for future development. One of the things that was mentioned is possibly doing some off-sites. I also serve as a board member for Enterprise Seattle, and I assured our committee that we will not be doing junkets to United Kingdom, which the Enterprise Seattle has done. We'll be looking at other places within Washington that might be a donor of future tenants to our town center, and then, likely other states. California comes to mind. And then I'll continue to reach out to Enterprise Seattle. As long as it's outside of King County, they're willing to help us try and land future tenants. And then last but not least, it was brought up by our city manager and deputy mayor or assistant city manager Lyman that we should be having some thought as to infrastructure, which we all wholeheartedly agreed. And I think there'll be some conversations at future council meetings and perhaps the retreat next year in terms of maybe setting aside some monies on an annual basis for infrastructure improvements so we can actually have some money in the till so that we can do the projects when they're ready to be rolled out. Last but not least, just as a reminder, there was $30,000 set aside by the council per year over the next this year and next year for miscellaneous expenditures that might relate to promotion of the town center, anything from consulting to planning to advertising, etc. None of that money has been spent other than the $5,000 that was set aside for the study that will probably be launched in September. That's
even
in
that
Northeast.
hasn't been really spent yet.
No, but the thought would be is we'll finish up hopefully with the TDRs. We'll finish up with the public input on the feasibility for the town center. And actually not the town center, the aquatic and community center, and then we'll have some more information in order for Tom to spearhead the survey and see where that leads us. So that's all I have to say today.
Great, thanks, John.